I don't want to set the world on fire.
Please welcome Tom Thumley.
A flame in your heart.
I'm here, and your
In
white
my
privilege isn't
heart, I
going to
have
save you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dog and Chicken Show, episode 203. I am Dr. Chicken. Find me on the X, Bark and Cluck. And, by my side, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, the one who makes cowboy hats sexy again. No Hawaiian shirt tonight, you fucking asshole. Tony fucking G.
It is I, the 16-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, non-chill filtered, quadruple distilled, blendmaster of ceremonies himself. Yes, Tony fucking G, and you can find me on all my socials and, of course, my podcasting iterations at Linktree/Tony the Rod. And, of course, I am here, and I'm even more humbled because of a very special gentleman that I totally don't beat off to in my downtime.
Feature member of Gay Watchers.
Yes. No, he was a founding member. He just doesn't know it. Mr. Brandon Roy of Dad's Worldwide.
And his picture shows it. Wait, what?
What?
Yes, thank you for having me on once again. I gotta say, every time I see your intro and I see Tom Thummery, I LOL.
It's never not funny.
It is never
not funny.
I love it so much. Lynn, I miss you. Kisses on all your pink hearts, sir. Oh wait, sorry. I need my Gay Watcher sponsor. Please.
Yeah, we were gonna make I think I did it once on a post show. We were gonna make TOE, like toe
of extreme.
The toe of extreme. I remember drawing a face on my big toe, and I remember I about fell out of my chair. And I scrapped that. I think that was actually originally Lynn's idea too, because he wanted to make fun of Phil with that. And then he saw me about fall out of my chair, and we're like, nah, let's just stick with let's just stick with Tom Thummery.
Unless we're gonna do that at the beginning of the night when we have some semblance of balance. No.
What? You're saying we usually don't?
Not really.
Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. This is pre-recorded. I know everybody's like, oh, man. However, I think I got the star shit figured out. I'm going to make y'all a deal. This is going to be an exclusive deal. Now, we're going to change the stars and how that works with drinks on live shows moving forward. But I'm on vacation next week. Depending on what Tony G and Phil KOE can do for our live show, hopefully we can do one next week. And I think any stars you donate to this pre-record will bank towards whatever we do in the live show next week, because, well, let's be real. Tony can contest to how outrageous the drinks get sometimes, and I got white girl wasted in 20 minutes last time.
Yeah, it was really, really rough.
Because I had to take fucking 3 shots in a row.
Yeah,
and then 15 minutes later they all hit, and I was like, bye.
Yeah, but you didn't leave. You stayed and drank more.
Oh, I watched the last 5 minutes of that, and I was like, "Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Love you. Bye."
Yeah, it was bad.
I was watching cringing.
I was cringing while I was there live, going, "I know this is bad."
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, at one point, like, I just felt bad for everybody involved, and nobody doing it felt bad at all. They just kept doing it. So yeah, we're revamping this a bit. I think
So
we're
the big
probably
bucking board kind of convened here. Am I right?
So yeah,
T?
we're gonna be like conglomerating a bunch of things. I think with the paid Facebook subscribers, we're probably gonna go. You still get your one drink per show, not per hour. I think I think one is fair. That's perfectly fair. I think then moving forward, we're gonna kind of go back.
Unless it's Phil Gin, and then it's still.
Well, yeah, then you get one every half hour. But no, I
think we need to incorporate maybe the Wheel of Doom, where it's like the singing the song thing. Like we had success with that, making Phil sing like Barbie Girl, and
we'll bring back the board, I think, a little bit. But I think moving forward with the drinks, we kind of discussed this a week or two ago when Chicken was still recovering. We're going to be looking to go back to the drink price increasing. I know.
Guys, I'm a full-blown alcoholic, and you got me fucked up last time. Like we got to the post show, and I remember leaning over and go, "I don't know if I'm coming back, guys." And I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
We used to say it was the drink price doubles, and then nobody could do math. So we're going to go back to what people instinctively did. And I think the start out price, if you go to like buymeacoffee.com/TonyG to make his drink for $5. Okay, so you paid for Tony G to chug a beer for $5. The next one's going to be 10. The next one's going to be 15, so on and so forth. That's probably what we're going to be looking at with the drink prices. So,
and I'll figure out the star conversion because I'm pretty sure I got stars figured out. You know what the problem was? This is fucking embarrassing. You know what the problem was? Why we weren't having stars activated? I hadn't posted a reel in over 6 months.
Seriously,
that's all I had to do was post one reel. See, I posted the reel of, "Hey, bought a chicken coop. What should I name the hens?" And boom, I got a notification saying, "Congratulations, you're activated for."
That's it. That's all it took. Wow,
ridiculous.
I'm shocked, but not shocked. I guess. That's
Speaking of that, you sent Tony and I went live, right? I think once, and you sent us stars.
Yes, he did.
I never got them.
Yeah, well, they went somewhere.
Yeah, they went somewhere. I don't know where they went to, but I think Facebook thank you for all the stars.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, I don't think I have stars. Well, I sent them anyway. Okay.
I don't know. You did what I wanted you to, so
yeah, you got what you.
I don't remember what it was.
Tony.
Speaking of drinks, you gentlemen sipping on anything?
Yeah, I am. Got some Wild Turkey 101 rye. I found the cool glass bottle. If you didn't notice, they switched to plastic bottles, and I'm not a fan. Yes,
what?
They're switching 101 to plastic bottles. So if you can still find the glass ones, I picked up a glass 101 to just kind of hold and treasure forever, and then a regular 101 glass bottle to hold forever. Because yes, the iconic glass 101 bottle is going away, and they are
literally just broke my fucking heart into pieces. No,
glass bottle.
I will not be partaking in that. I will do with that what I did with my Aunt Jemima, and I will pour the Pearl Milling Company syrup into the empty Aunt Jemima bottle. So yes, I will take my plastic Wild Turkey 101 and dump it into the glass Wild Turkey 101 moving forward. Wow, you just broke my heart a little.
Sorry.
I am sipping on a rye as well, the Templeton 6-year, which I had not touched in a while. We were talking about Templeton earlier, and I'm like, haven't had regular Templeton in a while. How's that? It is delicious.
Beautiful. 6-year is good.
Oh, the 6-year's the best. What in
Full
the blue
clip.
hell is that?
Ooh. This is a
hold that up.
Stone face full clip.
Yeah.
Review.
Hold on. I got to figure out what's beeping in my.
Okay, while he figure out what's beeping, Brendan, give us a review of this beer. What's the name? What's it? Content? What's it?
So Stoneface Brewing Company out of Newington, New Hampshire. Fantastic little local brewery. They have a bunch of IPAs, which I'm a fan. Not gonna lie. This one is a New England IPA at 6.5% ABV, and I gotta say it's borderline drinking juice. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous, so you gotta pace yourself, which I don't know if you can tell I haven't been. So we're doing all right. But no, great beer, and I love that it's local, so it's not super expensive. A lot of the 4-packs nowadays are going to $16, $17 a 4-pack, which is
that's insane,
pretty egregious.
So you said that's an IPA. So as an IPA, what would you give that on a 5-star scale?
Oh yeah, this is a 5 in my book.
Wow,
this is one of my favorites because it's still got that bitterness, but then it's got that sweetness to kind of offset it. So, and then it doesn't have a really, really bad aftertaste, which IPAs can have really gnarly aftertaste.
Yes.
So,
yes.
No.
As a beer, what would you give it a 1 out of 5?
Oh, this is 5 all the way.
Whoa, double 5s.
Yeah,
All
Stoneface, I gotta say, multiple beers that I would put in that category. They have multiple beers. So you ever come to New Hampshire, look them up. It's fantastic beer.
Now, where would you put this in your beer fridge? Would you put it on the shelves? Would you put it on the door? Or would you hide it in the drawer, never to be seen again?
I'm a sharer. I would probably put it just right on the shelf as you open it up, because it's not too expensive. So I want people to try it out and then and buy it, because I want this brewery to never go away. So a little bit of selfishness on my part, but also I want to share it. It's great beer.
Wonderful ringing endorsement. Show us that can one more time, you sexy thing.
Hey, oh stop! Oh God, I know. Stoneface. They have full clip, half clip. They have double dry hopped full clip. They have a double full clip. It's crazy. They have great assortment of beers there.
And that was a KOE Nation beer review. Phil, enjoy. Oh shit.
Yeah, I fixed it. Well, while we're on full clip, because I do they have a magazine or a mag dump beer or something like that? That'd be fun.
Mag dump? No, no, I don't know. No, I'm trying to. They have a half clip. They have a. I'm trying to think.
I see half clip, full clip, and double clip. Which one's yours?
The one that I'm drinking now is a full clip.
Full clip.
Just
I think that's a good segue into the
full clip.
Oh,
good segue into our first topic here. So Twitter clips, FYI, Facebook and YouTube. This is Twitter clips. I'm not copywriting anything.
Yeah, you say so.
I know, right? Here, I'll zoom in so we don't have the full, like it's very obvious. There we go. That's better. So first topic tonight. Face the Nation, CBS, introduces a whole episode this last Sunday with the director of the ATF, who knows absolutely nothing about guns. Let me say that again. The director of alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives knows absolutely fucking nothing about guns. This is true. Think about that. The job requirements to be the director, the bureaucrat head that is supposed to regulate guns in this country, doesn't know anything about guns. Okay. Anyway,
$100,000 a year. Yeah,
that's not scary at all.
No, not at all. Feel free to comment over this to just ensure we don't have any copyright issues or anything, because this has to be original and it has to have original commentary over the top of it. So feel free to stop at any moment when we feel that something stupid has been said. It won't take long.
This is a fully automatic weapon, right? That is made, and you can see it right here. Restricted law enforcement government use only. This is a machine gun that soldiers and law enforcement officers.
No.
What?
No.
Mansplaining.
No.
He's like totally.
He's mansplaining.
Did he say machine gun?
He said machine gun. That law enforcement and military only. The one he's touching is down here, so it's.
Oh, okay.
I think it's full auto. Yeah.
And let me like frame this. So this is your ATF director with my cursor. This is his gun expert. This guy over here. We don't get to hear from him. I'll tell you more about him as this clip goes on.
Are allowed to have, right? Same gun here.
Nope.
Except this one isn't fully automatic.
Nope. It's not.
So right.
So
it's not the same gun.
It's the same gun, except it's not fully automatic.
Which means it's a completely different gun. And that means it's not a machine gun.
Yeah, correct.
By definition of the ATF, that is not the same gun.
Yeah. That's.
Oh, God.
How much does this guy get paid a year?
Lots.
More than us.
At least a
Right? So
couple.
there's nothing on here that says
Right.
only law enforcement. Aha. Until this thing comes along. This one little piece of plastic turns this weapon functionally to do the things that a fully automatic weapon do, to be a fully automatic weapon.
To do the things a fully automatic weapon does to be a fully automatic weapon. Technically. Like, ugh. So what that is, I can't remember the name of it. Me and Brendan were talking about this, but it's a modification. It's a little piece of plastic. You can make them with paper clips. Don't do it, folks, because doing that is a federal offense.
Correct.
And if you get caught, you will go to prison.
Naughty.
However, it is literally just a little piece of plastic. Or again, I've seen people make them with paper clips, or I haven't seen that. I've never been around that. I have no idea what it is, but I've heard of such a thing.
Heard about it in a video game.
And what it does is it just kind of tricks the gun into not worrying about the trigger, and it just kind of mag dumps.
Right.
So yeah, but they made those illegal already. So what he's trying to do is scare you into believing, my God, there's these pieces of plastic all over that make this scary looking weapon that functions exactly the same already. It's already a dangerous, same functioning weapon, even though it's completely legal to carry, own, and buy. Oh, dear God, but a piece of plastic, these ne'er-do-wells that nobody knows about. Nobody knows how to make these. Nobody has these unless you really know what the fuck you're doing. Now he just told everybody on CBS Face the Nation how to become a felon.
Yeah. Here, buy this piece.
Like, he held it up and showed her. Like, you could zoom in on that and see the basic shape of it. You don't have to be precise with this thing. Allegedly. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I'm uneducated about this. Trust me. Trust the ATF. But so we go through this whole interview and this whole episode, and this gun expert over here, he couldn't get the slide off of a Glock. And then he was trying to show how you can make a ghost gun and take the slide off of a actual Glock and then put it on a ghost gun. And he couldn't get that to work either. This is your gun expert. And then he kept calling magazines clips.
Oh,
the gun expert.
So he's not a gun expert, is what you're telling me.
Right.
Yes. He struggled. This was like, if you watch the whole thing, oh my God.
Well,
it was
first off,
laughable.
I
I'm not
don't
even that big of a gun nut, and I was like, what the fuck?
I don't love that this moron who knows clearly nothing about firearms is able to determine that, yeah, all it takes to turn this gun from semi-auto to fully auto is a piece of plastic. Like, that shouldn't be something.
Probably shouldn't advertise that.
We shouldn't advertise it, obviously, but it really should be a little bit harder to do that. And now that Moron on TV showed you how, yeah.
I mean, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
What'd you call me?
Nothing.
No, it's
Shut
fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Shut up.
No, I love the look on the woman's face. She's just so disapproving. And the gun expert, allegedly, who's just standing there, is just, he's either like cringing or he's super proud of this guy, and I don't know which it is.
I think he's proud. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's doing that Illuminati triangle.
Yeah,
you see that shit?
He paid attention when I was talking. He paid attention. Good job, man. Good job.
So other guns they show bump stocks.
Of course.
There's other clips you can find where they're like they show a fully automatic, like an AK, and oh god no, the AK one was really funny because AK, the caliber, whether you get a 7.62 or they make AKs with different calibers, you can get an AK in a 308, like it's like chambered differently, but like it's still an AK. And she's like, you wouldn't use this for hunting, would you? And the gun expert took a 5-second pause
because he was like, well, you can, but he didn't want to.
He was thinking.
Yeah. He didn't want to say that.
And he goes, no, effectively, this is not a hunting rifle. And I'm like, no, I actually know people.
I know people that
hunt with AKs.
Yeah.
Because they are effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you can, here's the problem with an AK. If you can't get a scope on it, and if you want to be an ethical deer hunter, you probably, want to have a scope on there so you can make sure you shoot them in the heart. But
it's the same thing with AR. Like I know plenty of guys that use AR platform to go hunting. Plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I got my AR fucking sighted in at 100 yards right now.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful.
It is a great gun to shoot, and
it's a varmint rifle, but
has hardly any kick, even in some of the bigger calibers. So yeah, it's a great rifle. So I imagine the AK is not much different because that's actually a little bit heavier rifle. So
it kicks more, but yeah,
but I mean it's a bigger round too. But I mean if you can throw a scope on it though, I mean
you'd have to modify it a little bit because it's just not built for a scope. But anyway,
everything you just said is the devil.
And well, like effectively, yes, you can hunt with that. And and he was like, nope. No, you don't hunt with this. Be like, oh, fuck you.
A 308 round? No, you can't hunt with this.
No, yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah, you wouldn't hunt with that. Absolutely not.
God damn it. And then they had another one. He was like, look at this one. This is an automatic AR. And then this one, like this automatic AR is for military use. And then this one looks exactly the same, except for it's got a bump stock. So effectively, they do the same thing. And I'm like, no, stop.
But I'm sure that they mentioned that the ATF tried to ban bump stocks and that got overturned. I'm sure they mentioned that, right?
Well, it was Trump that tried to ban bump stocks.
It was.
Originally, the ATF said bump stocks were okay.
Yep.
Back in 2012, they said they were okay along with arm braces.
But ATF wrote the directive to ban them.
Yep. And literally, what a bump stock does is just a reaction basically on the kick of it to make sure you can just pull the trigger really fast. That's really all it is. Like it's just makes it easier to pull the trigger really fast, which is actually handy for a handicapped person. And that was the original intention of it, along with the pistol brace. Now imagine if you had a pistol brace bump stock. Oh my God, that's probably like
with a little plastic thing.
That's worse than Lucifer.
Ooh, I like it. I mean, you should not do that. That sounds awful.
You should definitely not.
Yeah.
Do that.
The most laughable part about it.
Bomb.
The most laughable part, you can see that big scary weapon sitting right next to him. I can't remember what that one was. They had that one, and then 50 cal BMG, and like both the guns that they put on there are the biggest guns on there. They're like $12,000, $14,000 weapons.
Yeah,
that are legal to buy. You can go purchase them.
Yeah,
they are single round one semi-automatic, one's a fucking bolt action.
Yes.
Like BMG sniper rifle, like, and they were like, the cartels, these are their favorite. I'm like, what? Like, do you think the cartel's sitting in the fucking mountains of New Mexico just mowing people down with these fucking things? Because like, one, you need some distance on these guns, because like the high caliber, there's no point in shooting people at such a high caliber up close. Like, I'm pretty sure the cartel's killings are probably up close personal with pistols
or axes or chainsaws.
And why?
Why?
For the love of God, why would the fucking cartel be like, hey there, American swine, here's $14,000, go buy me a 50 cal BMG and bring it back to Mexico? Like, it's that they think that's a thing.
It's cool. ATF will do that for you.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so Obama lost how many guns in Mexico?
Oh, so many. And then there was a Border Patrol agent that died because of it. So good job.
And then there was another one where they literally told FFL licensees that were selling guns near the border, go ahead and allow straw purchases because we want to track these guns. And then more people died.
Yep.
Hundreds.
Yeah, including that Border Patrol agent. Yeah. What was it? Fast something. I forget. I can't remember.
Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Fast and Furious. Yep. That's it. So yeah. Don't worry. The federal government will send those weapons south. They don't need anybody else to do it.
Totally trust these guys.
Oh, totally.
Good news is bump stocks are on the docket in Supreme Court, so we'll have a final decision on that soon. And pistol braces are working their way through different Supreme Courts, and eventually will hit the Supreme Court. But if the bump stock one, the argument that they have is that the ATF is not an agency that can regulate. So that's the argument that's heading to the Supreme Court, which is true.
Yeah.
Congress, if we don't want bump stocks in this country, Congress must pass the law.
Yep.
So I can't wait until that one gets slaughtered. Dear God.
Yeah. Oh, what a fun election this will be.
But you all have no idea how many felons we have amongst us these days. Speaking of felons amongst us, no, just kidding. He's not a felon. He is our future candidate for the 2024 election. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Phil K.O.E.
Why, yes, folks. Thank you, one and all. It is I, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of punctuality himself, here at Big Buckin' Empire, episode 203. And do my eyes deceive me? But is that Brendan Roy of Dads Worldwide? How we doing, sir? How we doing? All y'all beautiful.
Actually, it's not Brendan. You need to put your glasses on.
That's the head of the ATF.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good night.
Good night.
Oh my God, that's all we ever have to do to get rid of him?
Wow.
Just the ATF?
No, it's gonna take more than that. Yeah, like
I'm sure
I told everybody,
cold,
dude.
dead hands.
Like, no, I told everybody, guys, don't do the pistol brace thing. It's gonna be a clusterfuck of legal nonsense. Don't do it. You know, like, and my thing is, if you want something that's short that can shoot small rounds, use a handgun. That's my recommendation there. But gentlemen, we could talk guns and all that kind of funds all night long. But how are we doing this evening?
We're good, but I'm surprised you have any time today, Phil. I figured you'd have a really busy slate today, considering just today your biggest competition dropped out of the race in the Republican Party.
Oh, yeah, Nikki Haley. Oh, darn. No. No.
I'm sorry. Didn't drop out. Suspended her campaign. Sorry.
Now, if you needed more proof that she was banking on some shit was going to go down for Trump and then she was going to just like jump in legally, yeah, there you go. The day after Super Tuesday and 2 days after the Supreme Court smacks down Colorado, she's like, well, at least we tried. That was money well spent. Whoever burned all that. Like, so basically, I will say it was good to know that all the Never Trumper money got burnt up before the general election, which is even funnier now. So yeah, all that Never Trumper cash that could have done something in the general now to actually stop Trump, all got burned up in the primary, which is beautiful. I'm sorry. And so
nothing's more beautiful than what's going on the Democrat side, because we all knew what was going to happen with Trump and Haley. But watching the Democrat side, what do they call that? The Samoa,
American Samoa,
the territory,
yeah,
American
didn't
Samoa.
Vote for Biden.
Didn't vote for Biden. They voted for a guy that has never even been to the Samoan territory. He's never been there.
Now, also keep in
mind for him over Biden.
I think this was one of the only wins Michael Bloomberg also got. So I'm pretty sure if you're just a vanity billionaire and you just want to buy an election win, you can say, hey, look at me. I won American Samoa. So like, I'm sorry, like when you're at a cocktail party and you whip that one out, that's still going to impress some folks.
Wait, does
America would whip that out every chance you got?
Excuse me while I whip this out. Yeah, I would be talking about right now.
Does American Samoa actually count? Like, is it just more?
They have no electoral votes.
Yeah, they don't have
three delegates. They have 3 delegates for primaries.
Yep. So that's all the say they get, really.
So here's and this is what Biden's been having to contend with is this push for uncommitted, which the likes of Michael Moore and like the craziest of the crazies on the left want people to do the no preference or uncommitted. North Carolina, 12%, Massachusetts, 9%, Colorado, 8.8%. Minnesota, here's the funny part is that the one guy, I can't remember his fucking name. There's one guy that was really trying to like make a push outside of RFK. He's from Minnesota, and even Minnesota was like, no, fuck you and fuck Biden, and almost got a 20% fucking vote.
Now,
uncommitted.
What I really like is on the left, the people who are super protesting the war in Gaza. What they're writing in on their ballot is either ceasefire or Gaza ceasefire. And now, all you folks on the left, what I need to say to you is this is a perfect time. 2024 is a perfect time for you to stand on your morals. And when it's time to vote, cast your ballot and write in ceasefire Gaza. And that's for people who are on the left, of course. But like now on the right, we don't need to, like, we already know where that's going. But folks on the left, this is the perfect time for you to stand upon those morals of yours and write in Gaza ceasefire in the presidential ticket this 2024. There's no better time, really.
Or they could write in Phil KOE.
Exactly.
You know,
believes in a ceasefire.
Motherfuckers.
That would be fantastic. I mean, if he could beat Biden in the Democratic ticket, I mean,
well, now if I'd have known, apparently I needed to run an American Samoa.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. If Phil lived in Iowa and ran as a Democrat, if Phil ran in Iowa as a Democrat, what are the chances he could have got more than 480 votes?
Well, I was gonna say, like,
well,
what
shit,
I saw
man.
in the hotel room Tuesday night was like, I didn't watch it. It was CNN was like the first thing that popped up when they were talking about it, and I saw Rachel Maddow, and I immediately didn't watch. But it was like 90% counted, and Biden won Iowa with like 10,000 votes. which is like nothing.
Yeah.
Now,
What the
I've
fuck?
often thought
That's like a small county.
Chicken,
Yeah.
you'd get a kick out of this. And like in a small state like Nebraska, the Democratic Party means nothing. Like literally, there's just like no anything at all. So I always thought if you just had like an aggressive media campaign where I was like, hey, everybody, my name is Phil KOE, and I'm running on the Democrat ticket, but I'm totally not a Democrat, not even a little bit. This is just the easiest way to get on the statewide ballot. So, like, keep in mind, like, no, guns are fucking based. Second Amendment, totally fucking awesome. Like, yeah, like tax cuts up the wazoo. Like, yeah, vote Phil KOE. This is just a ploy to get onto the statewide ballot for way less money. Are you kidding me? Don't even have to spend money on the primary. Nobody cares. They don't even care.
Wait, hang on, Phil.
Could probably win.
Phil, everything you
Yes.
just said, I think you should probably just do it again right now. Just say it all again.
Why? Oh, okay. Now,
This is a campaign video now.
this is going to be a
Yeah.
campaign video too.
With my fellow
there you go.
citizens of Nebraska.
Fellow citizens of America, your King of Extreme is going to be running on the opposition ticket. But this is all just a ploy because I'm totally a Republican. There's just a way easier way to get on the wider ticket. So in 2024, you know that I'm the way to go. Lower taxes, Second Amendment based. Clarence Thomas is the greatest Supreme Court justice of the 21st century. Yes, if you want that going to higher office, you're voting for me no matter what party you see in front of me, Phil KOE, in 2024. Do the right thing. Vote extreme.
Beautiful.
It's almost like he had that at the ready.
No,
Almost.
that just came right off the top of my head.
All right. We got-
I
we got a
don't
lot to
know.
get
Tony
through
said,
yet,
Phil,
so-
don't bullshit. You keep dream journals.
We can let Phil rant and rave. We got a lot to get through yet tonight, folks. We only got a 2-hour show, 2-hour window. So,
And I'm going to talk for
Yeah.
at least an hour and 30 of it.
well, and Phil, you're gonna love this because I'm going to encourage you to interrupt this video, and I will pause it when you interrupt because
Fuck you.
what
Joe
you are gonna
Scarborough.
interrupt this fucking
This fucking
video
guy.
so goddamn much.
Just
This was so the fucking cope and the gaslighting on how Biden is doing. I have not watched MSNBC in years, and like I watch these clips of Joe once in a while. I actually sat down for like 30 minutes today and watched MSNBC, and I was like gagging so fucking hard. Like Tony, I almost called you and
Well,
said
you
I needed
probably
gay
should've-
watchers because
You probably
I thought
should've
I was
finished
in
up with
trouble.
Your boyfriend before watching MSNBC, but I mean that's just me.
Well, I said I was about to call you about gay watchers because like I thought I needed
now,
help.
like before you hit play, I will say there is one thing that the pro Biden people can kind of take is that Biden's getting at least a little bit better turnout in this primary than Obama did in his reelection. But to be frank, there was no even notion of any motherfucker was going to stand up to Obama. Are you kidding me? That would be political suicide to run against Obama in 2012 on the Democrat side. So they're patting themselves on the back that, well, Biden's got more votes than Obama did in 2012 in the primary. Whoop-de-fuck, like nobody even showed up to the Democrat primary.
Well, you're gonna love this clip.
Oh, God.
I think he's better than he's ever been.
Oh my God.
Matthew
Wow,
Perry
we're
died.
off to a strong start here. First, I just want to say Joe Scarborough is like, if every single thing wrong with the Washington, D.C. media industrial complex was a person, and you just distilled all that and compacted all that into one person, it would be Joe Scarborough.
Phil, he's a Republican.
Can
Yeah.
you? Oh yeah, Brandon. Yes, he's totally a fucking Republican. Yes. So like, yeah, he's just
He's a Republican that didn't sign up for gay watchers. That's what he is.
no, he's just a whiny never Trumper, and like he's just been on the left, but he's just been like, hey, look at me, MSNBC. I am technically registered Republican. That'd be like if I registered as a Democrat, and then you'd have to like,
Right.
no, you have to listen to me because I'm a Democrat. Like, you wouldn't take that shit seriously.
This is a
for 2
long.
seconds.
This is a long clip. So
wait.
I'm only
But
3 seconds into it. Oh dear God.
I thought Matthew Perry died.
That's
Why is he
fair.
on MSNBC?
Keep going, chicken.
Intellectually, analytically, because he's been around for 50 years and
He's been around longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump's been is he talking about Biden or Trump?
Biden.
Yeah,
kissing
he's been
Biden's
around
ass
so
right
long,
now.
and he's fixed all the problems in that time, hasn't he?
He's never
Things have gotten
better.
so much
you know,
better.
I don't know if people know this or not. Biden used to be a hothead. Sometimes that Irishman would get in front of the reasoning. Sometimes he would say things he didn't want to say.
Like white
Used
people.
to be a
are-
hothead. Didn't he challenge some dude to a push-up contest and try to punch a guy?
Yeah, he called him.
Well,
fat.
I love how he's like, he used to be a hothead. He used to say things that you'd regret. And I'm like, oh, like when he called black people poor kids.
Yeah.
Now, I'll never forget, and I'm kind of shocked this didn't get any traction because I made a joke in early 2020 that, like, plot twist, the N-bomb tape drops, but it's Biden.
Dude,
And then it
dropped it, right?
did. And then it did. And it didn't do anything. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, anybody with an
was so
R in
crazy
front
he
of their
was
name
doing
in
it-
God's creation, if that were to drop. Like, are
He
you
was in
kidding me?
the House
He
of
did it in a
fucking
hearing. Yeah. he
Yeah,
did
it was in the
Yeah.
Senate hearing.
In the Senate hearing.
Kids growing up in a jungle.
Yeah, now he
Yeah.
was quoting.
He was doing the Jungle Bunny shit. I
He was
like,
quoting
whoa.
some other
Jungle
guy.
quote was worse than the M-bombs because when you watch the full context of the N-bombs, like I'm like, okay, he shouldn't say it by today's standards, but back then it was a lot fucking looser. You could get away with saying it and you wouldn't get like run out of fucking town. But the Jungle Bunnies, the fucking jungle, yeah, that shit. No, there was no misquoting that. He was
Yeah, that'll haunt him forever, and kind of rightly
yeah, as
so.
it should.
Oh God!
This is, and I don't really, you know what? I don't really care. Start your tape right now because I'm about to tell you the truth.
Oh fuck!
Oh my God. Here we go. Joe Scarborough's about
Hold
to
on.
fucking drop.
Okay, are you ready for some Joe Scarborough truth, folks? This is exactly what every major billion-dollar bank and every major intelligence agency wants you to know.
Let me
Fucking tune in.
let me get my VHS timed up. My tape.
Yeah. Right.
Fucking doofus.
F you if you can't handle the truth.
Whoa!
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not
No, he may be. That may be accurate. That may be.
This, well, okay. Are you saying that they've replaced him with a double?
No, what I'm saying
Scarborough
is,
is applying for a fucking job at Comedy Central right now is what's happening.
Yeah, he'd be funnier than Jon Stewart. But at this point, I would say that at least now Joe is so far gone that he can't lie and plagiarize as much anymore. So anything coming out of his mouth is actually accurate, right? Or mostly
This
accurate.
motherfucker's spitting.
Oh,
Joe.
Joe,
I
no,
heard Joe.
come back, Joe.
Just like his gay boyfriend.
Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years.
God.
If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. And
Wait, pause
you
the
go.
fucking. Oh, if the Brzezinskis have known him for fucking 50 years. Oh, those fucking saintly Brzezinskis. Oh, yeah. Well, they fucking know it. Well, they'll fucking vouch for him. God almighty. Well, who the fuck are we to dare question Joe Biden if the Brzezinskis? Holy mother of mackerel. What?
Oh, that's not even the best clip I saw today.
That's
not even close to the best
Was there
clip.
an actual clip of Michelle Obama saying she would not run in 2024?
I heard that. I
And
didn't see that.
I don't know if there was.
I just saw
I
the
can look
quote.
that up. I just hope it's something like kind of like Kamala's video of "Don't come, do not come."
Well, Michelle's been saying for years she doesn't want to run, so that's kind of the surest way to know that she's eventually going to run. But Michelle's waiting till 2028.
Yeah, I would say 100% waiting till 2028. This one's lost. Like at this point, I don't think a Big Mike campaign could save the Democrats.
All right, this clip is going to trigger. First, it's going to trigger Phil. It'll trigger all of us.
This is what I was watching, but I didn't.
Phil's going to lose his fucking mind about halfway through, and then Brendan's going to lose his mind at the end.
Well, it's just joyful, like it's Joy Reid.
Joyful Reid. Joyful Reid.
Joyful. So wonderful. Such a happy
not a race
human.
baiter at all.
Such a happy person.
All right. Prepare yourselves. Saddle up, folks.
They're voting on race. They're voting on this idea of an invasion of brown people over the border. The idea that they can't get whatever job they want. A black person got it. Therefore, drive all the blacks out of the colleges. Get rid of DEI. That is what they're.
What?
Hold on.
What?
Back it up.
What?
Republicans.
They're driving black people out of college.
Just driving them. Driving folks out of college like that.
I'll just drive them out.
Like it's like she thinks like
today is black people should not go to college. That's what Joy Reid
I sincerely think Joy Reid's vision of a Republican in her mind is like some sort of Captain Planet villain, where it's like, I just got off work at my long day at the factory polluting. Now I'm off work and I can really get to polluting. And while we're at it, some racism. Twirl my mustache. Like that's literally what they imagine Republicans to be in their mind. It's like, could it just possibly be that the people on the other side have a different principle than you, Joy Reid? No, surely they're comic book villains like fucking Red Skull from Captain America.
This is almost as dumb as The View.
Almost.
Dude, no, like. Are we going to talk about that a little later? Or,
I can find some View clips if you want to go.
This is all you need to see is Whoopi Goldberg sincerely said that if the Supreme Court does not rule that Donald Trump doesn't have immunity, then Joe Biden has the authority to round up and arrest every Republican.
Yeah, she literally said that.
She said that on The View.
Live on The View.
No, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I
don't know if she got any pushback.
No. That is like, and by the
even
way,
that fat Republican chick that's on that show, like I think she was like, hell yeah, round me up. Whoopi's been
smoking way too long. That's been like Whoopi Goldberg's kind of getting like Noam Chomsky, where when I hear them talk, I'm starting to get concerned.
Yeah, he's on my 2024 death pool. Noam Chomsky.
Yeah. He's
Ooh. I didn't get a pick in this time around. I just completely spaced it, but I will definitely
the last interview I saw with him, I was like, oh no, I'm concerned. He's gone.
Well, it's just that he sounds almost exactly like this, except put more gravel on my actual vocal cords. Well, yeah, that's how he now sounds. So it's concerned. But all right, let's get more of the joyful one.
What they're voting on. They're just voting specifically on racial animus at this stage. It isn't about economics.
No, which is why Trump killed the immigration bill.
Correct.
Mind reading.
I'm sorry, what did you do?
What?
Like now here what
Trump
I always say is
immigration bill. Did you guys know that?
Yep, Trump single-handedly did it.
He did that
from inside the courtroom, which is actually pretty efficient. You got to give the guy credit there.
To build the wall. He didn't want to make Mexico pay for the wall. No, he did nothing with immigration. He hated when Democrats blocked all the people coming north. Yeah, Trump just killed immigration.
Okay,
we're going to build a new wall between America and the Southern District of New York Prosecutor's Office.
I'll be as fair as I can be to their argument. There is that there was a deal in place that would like they would like crack down on immigration issues, but they were still going to let 5,000 automatically come through, and then they would start like stopping people. After 5,000 got through a month, then they would start stopping people. I might be wrong on that number, but that was the deal. That's not a deal. Right now, there's 15 to 25,000, depending on the month and the season and how warm it is. But they were like, well, we'll let the first 5,000 come through the way it is now, and then we'll start stopping them and go, you know what? We're going to have to vet you. But like, no, that's still a deal breaker. No, like that's terrible.
It's like a Black Friday deal, not a
it was not a Cyber Monday deal, a crappy Black Friday deal.
That is not border control. That is still bad. It is still bad. And not only those 5,000, you're still giving them free hotel rooms, flights across the country. You're still giving them fucking credit cards with 3,000 fucking dollars on there. Like you're still giving them all of this shit. That was the original. That was the deal that the Republicans turned down. And yeah, Trump said, "Now let's be real." Their argument was like, "Well, Trump told like high level Republicans this is a bad deal and don't do it." Yeah, he did for two reasons. Because it's a fucking bad deal, and two, if they accept this deal and border control like starts doing this and something actually happens to work, this is politics. Okay, Democrats would do the same fucking thing if they were in the same shoes. They would shut it down because it could potentially help the opposing party. So yeah, this is not a big fucking secret. This is like pretty goddamn obvious. He's playing the political game, and it's a shit deal that you shouldn't take in the fucking first place. Why would you let 5,000 people come in, get free hotel rooms, board, fucking free money, while you got this whole generation of fucking people that are fucking wrecked? We'll get into that at some point, but like, why in the fuck would anybody think this is a good fucking deal? And
like, I was about to say, like,
Trump's fault because he wants to win an election. Yeah, he wants to win an election, and he doesn't want you to have a bad fucking deal. There's two.
You're gonna like inject like some nuance into it a little bit. Like I know a lot of people are allergic to nuance to this day, but like, let's be frank. Like it's a bad. Like it's such a hard idea to
truth sucks. I know
thoughts in your head at the same time because like yes, this is a bad deal, and like let's be frank, Trump would get us a better one. Like when he's back in
that's
power
my thought.
This time next year, he's gonna get us a way better deal.
I'm an analytics guy, so 5,000 people every month until the election and inauguration. That's still fucking a shit ton of people that we counted. That's not counting the people we're like don't know, and we gave them a bunch of money. So like I'm losing a bunch of taxpayer money. And I let a whole bunch of people in unscreened every month, 5,000 every month. Or right now it's floodgates are open and we're all aware of it. Like I kind of want us aware of it because American people are stupid. I'm sorry. Most people who watch our show understand my views on most things. Your normal everyday fucking soccer mom doesn't know until her kid's getting stared at by some brown person on the side of the road.
Now, chicken, I'm going to give you some pushback.
And she gets all worried like,
because,
oh my God, immigration.
No, the American people are not stupid. The American people, especially the ones that vote for Phil K-O-E, are some of the most brilliant, beautiful, big brain philosopher kings that have ever graced God's creation. So I have to offer some pushback to you, sir.
I'm sorry. Millions of people watch this dumb bitch on this show.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love how they just like throw out their just so I don't know anything about immigration, illegal immigration, very novice.
Oh, we'll get to that, buddy.
I was about to say, yeah, you're kind of a novice in that area.
Very much so. But I love how they just throw there, well, Trump killed this immigration bill. They don't expound on that immigration bill. It's one of those things that because people's memory is short, and of course, let's be serious. If they're watching this channel anyway, then all she has to say is Trump killed that bill, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, Trump killed that bill."
Trump killed babies? What?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's Trump's fault that the border wasn't secured. It's Trump's fault. Even now, they're trying to blame Trump for this open border crisis, right? Like this is just, it's absurd, but that's what they're doing. And on their channel, they're going to get away with it. Yep.
All right.
That's why. And because otherwise he can't run against the other and brown people and people who don't look like him like his supporters, his base of supporters, coming across the border and scaring people and
scary brown people.
Is that Jen?
I'll never forget.
It's Jen
Jello Biafra had a great song called "Love Me, I'm a Liberal," and one of the best lines of that song was, "And I love gays and blacks and Latinos as long as they don't move next door. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal." Yeah,
killing people or whatever he's threatening out there. I mean, if you look at some of these exit polls, I mean, I live in Virginia. Immigration was the number one issue. I mean, again, these could change in Virginia.
Well, Virginia does have a border with West Virginia.
How fucking awful is that?
Yeah. Well, that's Rachel. She's so funny. Ha ha ha.
No, Brandon, you ready to get pissed off?
Let's do it.
Very contested area.
Build a wall. Like, what? I mean, when I was in New Hampshire, people were talking about the northern border as a threat because Trump has indoctrinated people with this fear of people who do not look like them being a threat to them.
But
northern border.
Now, granted,
evil.
For far too long, the border between us and the home of Nickelback has been unsecured.
Let's let Brandon dissect that one real quick, since he is from New Hampshire and he worked on the northern border.
I did.
Is Trump indoctrinated people up there to be afraid of people that don't look like us?
I don't even know where to go with that. Yes, completely. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So
makes sense.
Let's see. I in my steady time as a Border Patrol agent on the northern border, I arrested people from Colombia, Brazil, Moldova, France. What are the other countries? Oh, Mexico, Canada. And the list goes on. Okay, so it's just ridiculous.
What I'm hearing is you're Satan.
Yeah.
So we should be worried about the northern border.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you should be worried about any border, really. Like
worried about borders.
Yeah,
Brendan, I was told that it's xenophobic to even care about a border at all.
Well, yeah, I'm saying everyone should be a xenophobe.
Unless you're Nancy Pelosi and you build a fence.
Okay. Brad's like, yeah. I'm saying you should just all be. Now, here's the weird thing. Like, to be a Republican is to Republicanism has appealed to the male idea because it's all about security, national security, border security, Second Amendment rights for your home security. It's all about how can you secure yourself and your family, okay? While the left, which is much more feminine, is all egalitarian and let's be nice to everybody and everybody gets a turn and everybody gets to have a little bit actually. Oh Lord, kumbaya. And now let's keep rolling, chicken. God almighty, we're getting the song here.
Yeah.
And every election cycle, particularly when there's a Democratic incumbent, we get reminded about the borders. And the borders become a thing again. And then if there's a Republican in office, we don't think about them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's the deficit and the border. Like you make these things, you make them into boogeymen, you make them into something that grabs you as soon as you wake up.
Oh my God, all day.
She's so close. She's so close.
Okay, now
she just admitted it. She's this close.
Trump literally ran on building an effing wall on the southern border, literally a wall to stop people from illegally migrating north. And
won.
Apparently, and who stopped him? Oh, I believe a Democrat Congress stopped him. So guess what? Maybe it wasn't the Republicans who stopped caring about that. Just throwing that out there.
Well, I love how she goes every time a Republican's running, unless they're in control, these are the issues. Okay, yeah. Now look at your side. Yeah. And what are the issues?
She's right.
they really grab a hold of the shit that Democrats suck at and make that their platform. And then that's their campaign. Duh. This is not hard to fucking figure out that Democrats suck at border control. Usually they really suck at the economy too, because usually Republicans run on economic issues. But when
they're proving different right now with that.
Well, when immigration's as bad as it is, that's all you need right now. When Virginia, according to these dumb bitches, Virginia is saying their number one concern is immigration.
Mm-hmm.
That should fucking tell you that you're out of touch with your constituents. Basically.
No, it's like that Principal Skinner meme. It's like, is it I that is out of touch? No, it's the voters who are wrong.
Exactly, right? That's what they're telling you, yeah.
So everything would just be all right if you pesky Republicans and MAGA folks would just fall in line and vote for the people they tell you to.
Just turn yourself into the fucking Whoopi Goldberg gulags, okay? No? Nobody's biting on that one.
Yeah, all I know is it's 2024.
You make sure that nothing's ever done to fix either, and then you hope that people stop talking about them once you've got.
And like I said, she's almost got it. She's almost there.
I wonder what her name will be when she comes out as trans.
Her? Oh, dude, I thought it was a dude the whole time.
Raphael.
Ooh, I like that.
It's exotic.
Phil's chicken. I thought she was a dude the whole time. She's got a bigger Adam's apple than I do.
Once again, Phil's so glad he showed up at the Dog and Chicken Show.
Yep.
2 shows in a row.
Yep, it's all magic here, folks.
Chris Hayes.
So let's take a break from politics. We went with the gay flag in the back. I love it. It's great. What do you guys want to go with? Conspiracy or potential gay? Well, you got the flag up.
Well, I think we know.
I was gonna go conspiracy, damn, but
I bet you were, but
just like everything else in society, everything has to take a back seat to talking about gay. So,
hey, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. This was just a fun one since we like to talk about bringing gay back. Well, I do anyway.
Is that like the song "Bringing Gay Back"?
Gay back.
I don't. Like I said, I don't think it's gone anywhere.
Yeah,
it's like Coca-Cola of the 2020s. I think everybody knows.
No, Phil. Actually, gay has kind of gone back in the closet ever since the T's got added to the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't. The G's and the L's. They don't really, and the B's, they don't really know how to feel about the T's, so they're kind of being like quiet and they're kind of hanging out in the coat room right now. So
you're saying
and the Q's are just happy that there's another thing they can rub their genitals against.
Here, I thought I was being inappropriate.
I'm not wrong. Yeah. Fuck all of you. No, like that's the Hail Burst. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
So my favorite part about this video clip is I don't have to pause it for any copyright issues or any worries on that. This one, so Matt Rife, comedian. If you've been on TikTok or Facebook, and he's all over the place.
He's a funny motherfucker.
Dude. Yeah, he's a young, handsome guy, funny motherfucker. Here's a pretty goddamn wild claim. I don't know where this is going to end up, but I thought it was fascinating. I thought it was worth a conversation since we are starting Gay Watchers. Just to watch out in the future, folks. We're here for you.
What are we starting?
Well, Phil, don't worry. You're a founder. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
What?
If you find yourself in the situation, we are here for you to help your friends. But here's what happened.
Not only is Phil a founder, he's a member.
Here we go.
The dark side of Hollywood is finally being exposed, thanks to one of the true kings of comedy, Cat Williams. You know, before I became wealthy in business, I actually had a somewhat successful career in stand-up comedy. I was on the way up. I was invited to a meeting with some Hollywood executives, along with some now famous comedian, and we were offered the chance for a deal at Online Stardom.
Stardom, you say?
But the only way to receive the contract was
You have to suck my
sucking
cock.
both of the execs off.
Wow,
Two of them.
I was right on.
Got up.
Like, I'm sorry.
You nailed it, but it was two of them.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So I had to suck two cocks, but like, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, guess what? Unfortunately, in this life, there's only a handful of things that any dude wants, and one of them is usually to get their dick sucked. Like, that's
Sucking
one of
both
them.
of the execs off. I immediately got up and walked
Suck
to the
them
door.
dicks.
Oh, God
But
damn, you beat me
before
to
I
it.
could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously.
Whoa!
That guy's name was Matt Rife.
Oh!
That's Alpha King rule number 799. Just because someone is more famous than you, it doesn't mean they're better. They might just be gayer.
Yes! Whoa!
So
Whoa.
Matt Rife was
You're
like,
back
all
to the
right, so this is how I get that next level of, and like, let's be frank, this guy, nobody was wanting this guy to suck their dick. They all wanted Matt Rife and Matt Rife alone. What the fuck? This guy is complimenting. Oh, they totally like, but like, I don't know about all of that. I don't know.
Matt
about
Rife paid this guy to say this shit.
Oh, I like
I can see that shit. Matt Rife is the one holding the fucking camera.
And then he sucked Matt Rife's dick.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, we need a nationwide branch of gay watchers like this. Like, we need to help people.
Is it like the Guardian Angels from the 80s?
Hang on,
Tony,
hang on.
you
Pretend I'm one of those execs right now. That's it, Matt. How many views on TikTok do you want? Yeah, good boy. That's it. Literally how that went.
100 more.
Tony,
Oh,
Brendan and Phil just failed.
I what?
Phil and Brendan just totally failed. They did not stop me.
You're right.
You are bad gay watchers.
Sorry.
They need to go back through orientation.
I
and
was
start over.
I was having a cough attack there. I was not paying attention to the screen.
Yeah.
Chicken, no, come back! Damn it, he's gone again. We were supposed to stop him.
Chicken,
from
don't
going
suck
as-
a dick. Don't suck a
Don't
dick
suck
while you're
the dick.
away.
No, this is like the big bucket empire equivalent of going out to get a gallon of milk. Chicken
There is
leaves to
nothing
go
wrong.
smoke, and he
No,
comes back
let-
and misses 4
let
episodes.
Let me just say, the Dog and Chicken Show and the Big Bucket Empire do not think that sucking dick is wrong. It's not. It's not wrong.
What?
We're just supposed to stop chicken from sucking dick.
Why you gotta out me
Again.
like that, bro?
Because you got up to leave. We assumed you were going to suck a dick again.
There was that phase,
Really-
chicken.
This got really gay.
It did.
God.
It got, well, I mean, we had the gay flag, and we had to talk about that. So, yeah, it was gonna go there.
Can we get conspiratorial?
Let's do it.
Please,
Uh,
first,
do you guys
can we
know
change
who-
our background? There we go.
Do you know who Ryan Garcia is? Maybe you guys already know what I'm
Oh
getting at.
God, yes, I've heard about this. I'm not quite sure about all that because
I'm not sure about this either.
stuff in the past too. So.
Didn't we go to school with a Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
assume
no,
that's
this isn't
not
the
who we're
same.
about to talk about.
This is a famous.
Please don't let that be
boxer,
that, Ryan.
A world
think that
champion,
makes the
famous
story better.
boxer. It would, because then we could interview him. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
There it is. So this world famous boxer got got on a Twitter
Suck the dick.
thread. Well,
Maybe.
it's worse.
Oh,
At some point.
All right.
So this harkens back to Bohemian Grove.
Oh shit!
You guys all familiar with Bohemian Grove?
No.
I believe we've heard of it a time or two.
Tony, you
No,
up
I'm
to speed.
lost. Sorry.
Bohemian Grove was a place where rich elite, high-paid actors and politicians and famous people all get together and party. But Alex Jones broke in one time back, like it was like 1999 or something. He did a whole documentary on it, and they did this sacrificial, like pagan ritual to this weird god, where they fake sacrificed a child and did all these weird sex cultish
Cremation of
things.
care.
Yeah, the whole thing's fucked up. It's fucking crazy.
If I may, Chicken.
Go ahead,
the ritual that they do is called the cremation of care, which is done in front of a giant owl, but in reality, it's a giant statue of Moloch. And the reality is what Bohemian Grove accomplishes is the one thing that people in power have struggled to do for thousands of years, and it's very easy to gain power, but how do you save power? Save it like you would a dollar bill. What Bohemian Grove accomplishes it for the powerful is a way to actually save power in an almost international bank account amongst the powerful.
So, yeah, are you prepared for this?
As prepared as I can be.
This gets a little wild. So prepare yourself, folks. Get the children out of the room, because this is not.
Oh yeah, and sex rituals are all a part of it.
Yeah, this is not okay.
Mostly so they
like
have
the blowjob talk we had earlier and the gay stuff. It was fine, I guess. But right now, you need to get the kids out of the room, I guess. Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we have morals here.
Yo, Andrew.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get raped. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
Bro, they fucking took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking tied me down and they made me fucking watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a fuck anymore. Yes, I fucking lost it. They're raping little kids.
He doesn't want to take us all, so let's go. Come on, Ryan. He doesn't want to take us. Come on,
fuck this guy. Bro, fuck this.
All right. Immediate impressions, because like he goes on for a little bit here.
This poor son of a bitch got mixed up with the wrong fucking people and just saw what we joke about, because joking about it is the only way to cope with the actual atrocities happening behind the scenes that we can do absolutely fucking nothing about, but are absolutely 1 million times disgusted by.
So you think he might be being honest here?
You can hear it in his voice how upset he is. I would assume that this isn't a fabricated fucking scenario. Like, he sounded legitimately upset.
All I'm going to say right now is that trauma to the brain can have very cumulative effect. That's all I'm going to say right now. Let's keep playing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say at the moment. Let's just keep playing.
Let's do.
This dude, dude.
Who?
Bro,
you know
you know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
You know the path
Andrew,
you're going down is dangerous, my friend. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
give
worried
a
about.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Well, that's the first point of contention, because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you, which is the
Bro,
worst part
no,
about
they
it.
can't, bro. All right, so come touch me, you fucking bitch.
You have proof of these things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do. The fuck you talking about? Of course. If Alex could get a fucking video from the Bohemian Grove, of course I could.
Well, I have to be careful what I say because I'm in the middle of a judicial process right now.
You want me to get you out of it? I can help you.
Bro, my door gets kicked in if I say what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, I can help you get out of it if you want. I know people.
Oh. Tell everyone at home then. Start from the beginning. When did this happen? Where did this happen? What exactly did you see? Why have you tweeted the things you've tweeted? Let people at home understand you a little
because I don't give a fuck, bro. They raped me, right? I was 2 years old. They raped me. I have proof of that too.
Wait, what?
That's where it all started, bro.
He was 2?
Wait.
Okay.
That's a remembering motherfucker.
Wait.
Can I like kick this off real quick?
Yeah.
We all have that friend or family member or acquaintance or somebody that like we're cool with that says some crazy shit sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes they're high, sometimes they're drunk, maybe they're on meth. And you don't listen to what they actually say because you know, oh, this guy's a kind of habitual liar.
It's just words.
The shit he's saying kind of sounds like some of those people I know. And the fact, here's a couple of warning signs. So he was tweeting about some of this stuff, and then he's got to get Andrew Tate involved because he'll get more publicity and more clout. And then he says he's got these videos, and we still haven't seen these videos yet. And then it turns into some childhood trauma, which is literally probably all that actually happened was some childhood trauma. And he didn't know how to express it. And then he got really fucked up one day and was like, I'm going to ride this fucking high. And this is how I'm going to tell the world that I was molested as a child.
Well, he started it out with
that's how this works in crazy people fucking that are narcissists. Narcissists work this way. And they have to find a reason to link back their trauma to be able to release it to the world because they can't, like, they have to make it about themselves, and then they have to make it like a big story. And like this, and Phil's not wrong with the head trauma too.
Yeah.
Head trauma can lead to heavy narcissism. A little hint of narcissism's fine. All of us here, the fact that we're on a camera and we talk to people and we, do this fucking thing.
Well, no, chicken. Hang on. I gotta cut you off here. I gotta cut you off here a little bit. No. Because here's the thing. I don't think narcissism is quite right, because like what Tony was saying is you can hear in his voice there's genuine emotion. This is a little bit closer to someone who's actually suffering from dementia, but at a much younger age because of the severe head trauma that they've had.
Yeah, you did mention he's a boxer, so CTE is my first thought now.
And so he's like, seriously, like
when
when
you mix that with his ego, and it could be all of it.
It could be, but like I think like there's times that like legitimately his fight and flight is probably activating right now as he's talking to this person.
Well, he started out saying that they tied him to a tree or whatever and made him watch the whatever. And then it changed to they did it to him when he was 2 and he remembers it vividly. So the story has shifted and changed and evolved.
Which is typical with the narcissist.
Right. But again, I think if we're talking in terms of head trauma and just emotional trauma, I get the narcissism, but yeah, I think it's more just swollen brain if we're talking on that. But he's saying he has proof on his phone. He's talking to people who would supposedly allegedly be in the know and be able to do something about this. So
this happens all the time though. People get all hot and bothered. They tell you that they don't give a shit and they have all the details, but then they never tell you about the details, and it turns out they kind of do give a shit. So
the other reason I push on the narcissism thing is when
I don't believe him at all.
Yeah, the other reason I push on the narcissism thing and like why I said like we all have friends or know somebody who's like this is when Andrew Tate's like I have some legal things I'm dealing with. Like, do you think Ryan Garcia can get Andrew Tate out of the Romanian justice system because he knows people? Shut the fuck up. Like, we all know people that are so goddamn coked out that they're like, bro, I got you, whatever it is. I got you. I'll bring the cartel to your house and we'll bail you out, dude. Like, we all know somebody that says shit like that.
No, I guess I didn't connect that. I didn't know that's who who was speaking back to him. Andrew Tate was the one talking back to him there.
Yeah,
okay.
It was.
Regardless of who's talking.
Andrew
back.
Tate, by the way, who's been ducking a cage fight challenge with yours truly for over a year now. Andrew, your silence speaks volumes. I'm sorry,
knock
Brian.
it off, Andrew. He doesn't give a shit. I regardless of who he's talking to, the fact of the matter is that he claims he has proof, but yet will not release it. He claims that he doesn't give a shit, but then will not talk about names or any of that. So I'm not going to call him a complete liar because maybe he was abused and maybe something bad did happen to him, but I don't know. It's hard for me to believe, even 50% of what he's saying.
Right. I think if we're talking about someone it sounds like he's on substances regardless. And if he's a boxer, head trauma is a guarantee. And if he's just an overall narcissistic dick, you couple that with everything else. And it's a recipe for a fucking disaster. And if you do it online in front of an audience in real time, oh boy.
You get that dopamine hit on top of all of it.
Oh, yeah. Once you are on a platform and you have an audience and you're on the stage,
it's time for gay watchers to unite.
Metaphorical fucking lights.
We need to reach out.
The fucking crowd roars. That dopamine drops and you go.
Tony,
you fucking
Tony,
go.
We're doing a Captain Planet here.
Captain Planet. Gay watchers unite. We need to go save Ryan Garcia.
Shape up a butt plug. So that's Wonder.
No, Brendan, no, that's the wrong gesture.
So sorry. No, I think regardless of whether or not he's on something, right? Like his passion is obvious, right? Like his passion is there, whether he's on crack or
that's the hardest thing.
The fact of the matter is that again, he's just like, I don't give a fuck. But then he says, well, okay, well then tell me what the deal is. And then like he's very much evasive and he's very much not telling any details. So if you don't truly give a fuck, well, newsflash, you're gonna tell you're gonna tell the deets, right? And he's not. So again, like it's just like
because it's all bullshit.
Someone who's interrogated people multiple times and heard just some crazy ass stories, like I just do not believe him at this moment. And that's not to say that I won't change my mind. I'm just saying, like, at this moment, from what I'm hearing right here, I don't believe him.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brendan. I think this was a way for him to let out that he was sexually abused as a child. And he made up this magnificent story to get people to listen to him so he can tell what he really wants to say. But it's all like a subconscious fucking weird ego thing at the same time.
Yeah. Now I wanted to ask Brendan here because you'll get a kick out of this. You said you've interrogated people before, and I'm curious if you've ever gotten anything quite like this. I was watching one time the live PD, and I was watching it with nieces, nephews, my daughter, large swath of the family, and the cop is searching this guy. And shocker, finds some powdered drugs on him. I know it never happens, but it did here. And it goes,
it wasn't his.
Well, no, chicken.
Somebody
it's even
had
better.
to put it in his pants.
No. When the cop asks him, like, so how did this get in your pants? He goes, these aren't my pants. And the cop's like, they're not your pants. Come on, dude. And every kid there was laughing their ass off, like, man. So, Brandon, I'm sure you've got some all-time great bullshit yarns that you like. Is there any that immediately come to mind? I'm just curious.
Ooh, God, so many.
What's your favorite?
This is not my pants.
We had one guy that was going to Alamogordo, and he kept saying that he was going to Alamogordo. We're like, I'm sorry, what? He goes, yeah, I'm going to Alamogordo. So the one thing that the cartels or the coyotes will tell you is like, don't break from your story. No matter what your story is, you do not break from that story, because if you break from that story, then boom, they'll get you, right?
Yeah.
So this guy would not break from his story, except his story was wrong. So we found 100 pounds of weed in his gas tank. So
all because he couldn't pronounce the city
actually
name.
He said that wasn't his gas tank. So
Right, it wasn't his
Of course.
Somebody must have swapped it out.
You mean
Yeah.
you found 98.5 pounds of weed in his gas tank?
yeah.
It's like, wow, like that's not my gas tank, dude. Like somebody swapped out the existing gas tank in your car.
How did that get? This was an electric car. I swear, somebody put this gas tank in here.
I mean, almost where it's like, you know, the people who get the cavity search, like, all right, we found this cocaine in your coal. They're like, how did that get there? What? Like, crazy.
It was pretty windy today.
I'm just as shocked as you are, officer. We need to get right to the bottom of this.
Deputize me now. I'll help you.
So I'm glad we have time. Our final story is probably going to take a chunk of time.
All right, yeah, we got.
So I'll just take a drink real quick.
This was a beautiful headline. Again, let's also remind folks while we're sitting here with Phil KOE, because I don't know if Phil got to catch the beginning of the show. I think I got stars figured out. So when this is playing as a pre-record, people can drop stars. And obviously we're not going to drink. We're going to bank those stars to our next live show. But the next live show will have doubled. Or you can just like, Phil, you can bank a gin now so you don't have to do one on the next show. If you
No.
want to.
There's no pre-down payment on this, folks. You need to get them stars in, because, folks, I ain't believe you got the guts to do it. You ain't got the temerity. You ain't got the balls. I ain't got to worry about taking one single shot of gin at all at next Big Buckin' Empire, because none of you are going to have even the fucking guts to even bring a single star my way. So come on, all of you. I'll take on the lot of yous. Okay, I ain't scared of none of you. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't gonna be able to stop your King of Extreme. No one's gonna be donating no stars to this amazing Big Buck Empire stars empire, if you will. It's never gonna happen. Yes, chicken.
Tony's using a subscriber one on this episode to make you take a shot of gin.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, bud.
I fucking hate you. Fucking hate you.
Hey, it's not my fault nobody else showed up just because it's recorded, but I'm here.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, bud.
Fucking hate you.
It's okay. I can live with it.
All right, we'll let him get a shot. So we'll explain next week again. I think we explained this earlier in the show, but if you're late coming to the party, whatever, we're gonna double drink prices like we used to.
No.
Sorry, you
Increments
can't
of
get me
$5
fucked up.
because doubling it. Nobody can math.
Yeah.
The
So
math
like
doesn't
first
math.
shot's
We can't
5.
double.
Yeah,
First
first shot's 5, second
then
shot's
10,
10, then 15. Like, because otherwise we get way too drunk and it ruins. Like, you guys are having fun, but we're not.
Yeah,
And then like
might look
that last show, like I'm like damn near a full blown alcoholic, and the next day, like I couldn't function. You guys got me so fucked up last time. It was bad.
It was bad.
I was in a bad place.
I felt bad giving you the drinks that I gave you.
You should, you prick. I was fucking
I didn't
trash.
know that everybody else was going to go fucking.
It was a
Play
Lesto.
the Lesto.
A Lesto went fucking hog wild on me.
Alesto went rogue and kind of Alesto went.
I don't even know what I did to Alesto. I've always been nice to Alesto. Like
you did nothing.
No, I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be
Bill
nice
got
to
it,
him anymore.
You got it. Like Alesto dumped some cash on last live show. Like
I'm not going to be nice to Alesto
He got everything
anymore,
he wanted.
motherfucker.
Oh man, it was rough.
Alesto's going to get it.
Alesto spent
from here
like
on out.
$50 on the last live show.
Shit. So,
He
folks,
deserves a little
none
hate.
of you have the balls or the temerity to make me drink any gin at all. Now, Tony, because it was your shot, I'm going to let you choose. I got like a shot and a half left of engine, and I got this marvelous barrel-aged gin. I'm going to let you pick which one.
Oh, let's do the engine.
So nice.
Let's get it used
I
up.
love that he
So
has some of
nice.
that left.
Yeah.
So nice
Not
to
for
see
long.
you, mother.
Oh no, I'm going to have to get him another fucking jug of that.
No, it's going to take me all year to get through this, chicken. We're
Oh,
more than
well.
fine.
We're good.
No, it won't.
Oh, no. So, because it's been such a long time, the fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. If you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me.
That stuff looks yummy.
Oh God.
That clean your carburetor?
It's terrible. That's awful. That's truly bad.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. All right. You guys ready for this?
Let's do it.
Yes. Y'all ready for
Saw
this?
this headline. Saw this headline the other day. It's official. We can pretty much treat COVID like the flu now. Here's a guide.
The fuck?
New guidelines from the CDC Friday bring COVID precautions in line with those of other respiratory viruses.
Okay, folks. If you go to Best of Big Buckin' Empire 2020 episode 1, you'll find one of the first things that's on there. And at the time, it made me look like a dick, which is why Tony probably put it there. But I said, you know what, COVID, it's going to be slightly worse flu. It's going to be pretty bad. Some people are going to die, but that's what we have here. And here, 4 years later, Your Cave Extreme has been vindicated, bitch. Yes. Tony, now you know how much I hate to say I told you so. T, you're aware of how much I hate Tony. You know this. You know, no, Tony. You know I hate saying I told you so, but I fucking told you so, world. I'm sorry, entire fucking world, but I fucking told you so. I was right. World was wrong. Phil won. World 0. Woo! All right. Sorry, just had to get that out. I'm better now, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm going to isolate myself for 5 days because of what we just dealt with there.
Yeah, no shit.
I know. It was so much greatness, you need to just contemplate it.
Well, as someone who never got a strike on YouTube and never got anyone else a strike on YouTube from COVID,
Yeah.
I think I was probably in the wrong here. I should apologize to people because I really thought everyone should get their vaccines. And I was very much pro lockdowns and school closures and masking.
Internment camps.
Internment camps, yes, especially internment camps. I believe in forced hard labor for free.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Brendan, blink if there's blink in Morse code SOS if there's a Stadia in your house right now making you say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back to God, I can't remember what episode it was when we were like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes deep into the COVID Chronicles when Chicken went, no, this is my villain arc now, and now I'm go hard in the paint that this is bullshit. And you're just like, oh, it was amazing. Like you just went you did a total 180 because at the beginning it was like, oh, where are we going from here? Oh, this is new and exciting. Oh, this is dangerous. And then you're like, No.
This is all fake.
This is so Alex Jones to 11 going there. And that's when it got really fun.
And where Phil was right, I was right. Times 11.
Being where? This
Well,
is bullshit.
let me,
well, yeah, no shit. Like, don't pat yourself on the back on that one. Yeah, this is bullshit. This is a bunch of horse hucky.
No, and the funny thing is we're still like to this day, in the last couple of weeks on the interstate, I have still seen people wearing masks in their car by themselves.
You don't want to breathe
Today!
parts.
The
March of
hotel
2024.
The hotel I'm at, the lady that works overnight wears a mask. And she has really greasy hair that probably hasn't been washed in a week.
Yeah, well, she went to an Outback Steakhouse last night.
Sanitary.
Was wearing one.
Yeah.
I don't get it because
can we just
unless you are hiding under a fucking rock at this point, you have to acknowledge that you have seen. If you have access to the internet, which if you have a phone, you have access to the fucking internet. You have to have seen the statistics that completely prove over the last 4 years that during 2020, the COVID number statistics were completely 1,000,000% conflated and completely ignored the flu. And since then, you've seen the graphs go the other way. Oh, that's right. We forgot about the flu in 2020. We just forgot to, chart that. And we forgot that, there's
they charted it. It was like non-existent.
Yeah. And there's proof out the ass that hospitals were monetarily incentivized to say somebody died of COVID.
Tony, whoa. Hospital people don't respond to economic incentive. What are you talking about, Tony?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Hospitals put people on respirators when they didn't need to, and they ended up killing a bunch of people. And then we put.
It's nice that we can finally talk about all this.
We put
years after it was relevant.
COVID patients into nursing homes and killed a bunch of old people because it was monetarily incentivized. How dare you?
Yeah. Remember when we got really hot on the internet and we were doing really good numbers and had a really good fucking thing going, and then we got buried by YouTube and Facebook because we were saying the exact same shit we're saying right fucking now 4 years ago, but now it's not cool because it's
sorry about that. I mean, sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Brandon's like, sorry about that.
It wasn't just you. Like, no, we went.
No. The shadow banning started long before. So.
Oh yeah.
But the YouTube just loves us. We're their favorite guys.
It pisses me off because even at what would you say? Okay, if we go back to 2020. At what point in 2020 would you say you felt the impact of it the most? I want to say like
when I lost my job.
Yeah. Okay. That I want to say like April of 2020 was probably like around maybe early May around here in Nebraska. I want to say that's when you could actually see it in society because it took a while to get here. It took a while to see it outside, in stores, just in society in general.
No, that's fair.
Not
I
just
think
the
May
masks,
hit
like,
really hard.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that's about when.
I was not taking COVID seriously until they canceled WrestleMania. I said, I will take this shit seriously the minute they cancel WrestleMania. And when they because it would require hell itself to open up right next to the arena for that to not happen. And it didn't fucking happen. And I was like, oh, wow.
I actually remember pretty distinctly. We did a coronavirus episode like weeks or months before. When it was first being talked about.
Yes.
And then I remember me and Phil did a live Super Tuesday, and it was one of our first live streams ever. We did the Super Tuesday live stream, and I think we brought up the potential for COVID, and that was like early March, like a week before it went crazy.
I distinctly remember being in a hotel room in Mankato, Minnesota, and then a week later I had to come back, and I was in that same hotel in a different room, and then I woke up from a nap at like 7 o'clock, and Trump's like all over the news saying we're fucking closing off air flights and all the shit's going on. And I'm like checking my email, and all my work emails are like, if you're out traveling, stop traveling, get your fucking ass home. You're like, don't be in hotels, don't cancel all your flights. Like, everybody get your shit together. I was like, oh, this is real. Like, I remember it was just like one moment I went to bed or I laid down for a nap, and the world was fine. And then I woke up from a nap, and the world wasn't okay anymore. And I was told to get my ass home, and they would tell me more later. And I was like, oh shit. That was March. So that was, and Tony, like, I can't hear you, Tony. Maybe that's my end, or
no, that's me. You're right. And I remember distinctly when we did the coronavirus episode, and this was before we started doing live.
I think that was like October or November or something.
It was late 2019, and we did it. And honestly, when you said, hey, we're going to do this as our episode, I'm like, oh, I guess I should actually like look into this now, because I hadn't looked into it at all.
None of us had.
No. So I glanced at a couple of articles, and then we did.
Me and Brendan had heard some Alex Jones about it, so we were pretty informed.
So we do the episode, and I remember
we hadn't met
distinctly,
Brendan yet.
During the episode, we were literally like, "Yeah, it's another flu. This is not a big deal. It's going to be like I think we even compared it to like maybe West Nile, and that was about people are getting excited about nothing. It'll be fine." And then shit blew up, and we're like, once we started doing lives and we got deep into it, come like that March, we're like, oh yeah, well that didn't age fucking well. We look like assholes. Well,
turns out
even further into that year, we went, no, maybe we were right all along. And then here we are 4 years later. And Phil, I think we need to do a retrospective of that episode. Maybe we can do that on Hazard, where we just rewatch our original coronavirus episode and comment on that, because I think that would be good to look back on, because it turns out, well, you can
study, show, test, prove. We were.
I do love those first few COVID chronicles we did, because we were all discussing like how to navigate it. And like and I think we were actually being helpful. Like, I remember like me being a retail guy, you guys being farmers, and you were dealing with seed, Tony, and how do you navigate this? And I was like, okay, well, like, here's ways to find toilet paper. Like, here's the toilet paper people aren't buying. You can go get the RV toilet paper. You can like, there's all this weird shit that you don't know that's in a supermarket that you can go buy. I'm like, you can't find hamburger right now? Guess what? If you look in frozen, they have little 1 pound frozen rolls of hamburger that are actually cheaper than the fresh shit that you can still go buy. Nobody's buying that because they're not smart enough to look over there yet. Like, I was giving people tips and hints and tricks of like how you can still feed your fucking family and not like go crazy. And yeah, those were the good old days though. We had some good episodes back then.
The good old days.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how everybody would call it.
I'm not going to say I called it before you, because I don't know if that's really truly the case. But if I wasn't with you guys at that point, then great minds think alike. I was telling people this is a common cold. This is the way it's going to go. We are going to live with this forever. Yeah. I had arguments with people on Facebook about how the flu is way more detrimental to kids than COVID is, and I was called a crazy person because there was
sounds like today.
I mean, it's ridiculous, and like all the proof points to where I'm correct, but yet I'm sure you understand that person definitely reached out to me and apologized for calling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, I mean, yes, all of them always did.
They were
worse.
Oh yeah. The Jacobin witnesses, they let it all roll off their back. They had the best sense of humor.
I missed that term, the Jacobin witnesses.
Oh, that's right.
We did a whole episode on Jacobin witnesses too. I remember that.
And masturbating.
Yeah, masturbating.
Have you accepted the state as your Lord and Savior? It's like in Gospel of John when the Pharisees said, "We have no king but Caesar." Yeah. That's we found out who in our lives has no king but Caesar.
I think I was watching the show at the time, but I don't think I was on as much as far as that.
Yeah,
because I remember the mass debates.
Yeah,
mass debates were amazing.
Yeah, about the time Brendan showed up, like I had missed one of the because you guys were doing like 3 lives a week, and I missed like 2 of them, and then I got on.
Yeah, dude, I had no job, so I was like, "Fucking, let's go."
So I get on one day, and I get on like on a Thursday, and then here's this dude, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this dude? Like, where'd this guy come from?" And you guys are just like, "Yeah, this is this dude." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
We went through a lot of dudes. Gay Watchers Unite. We went through a lot of dudes at that time. Yeah. Brendan stuck it out. Brendan's
kudos to
he's
you.
one of the OGs, and he's one of the best OGs.
Thank you.
Yes, OG Brendan Roy.
We lost a lot of people that Phil pissed off along the way.
Almost exclusively.
Yeah.
Just that's going to happen. Like, here's the thing, T. When it comes to,
I remember when fucking what was his name? Tomfoolery's buddy Hans. I made that like, will you remember me? I made like a whole fucking like video of you yelling at him and pissing him off.
I've never seen anyone get so angry.
Well, the thing is, Ruth Bader Ginsburg had just passed, and Trump was going to get to replace, and I was maybe spiking the football a little hard. Brendan, were you?
I watched that whole episode. He was out of his mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was not anywhere anyway in the right. Like he's just
completely unhinged.
He was just completely unhinged. Yeah. No, I watched that whole episode, and I just remember because he's not a stupid guy. Like I'm not trying to.
Oh, he's a smart kid. Yeah,
he is very smart person. Like I'm not trying to shit on him at all, but I am kind of. He because he was wrong.
He's got bad opinions.
He was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not even as bad.
He was manipulated into thinking a way, and that's that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like he didn't even present his opinions well. All he did was like the other douchebag with the douche flute that you guys had on, who just all he did was yell at people.
Which one?
Yeah.
We cycled through a few of those.
I don't remember his name, but he was extremely annoying. But the sorry.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man.
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry. It's kind of like I'm leading you into battle, folks. You're not all going to be here at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't Tiberius, although he annoyed the fuck out of me.
You talking about Jacanadar?
Yes, that guy. Yeah.
Oh,
that
God,
guy.
yeah.
That guy was just awful. He would just like he there was no argument in him. All he would do is just go, "Oh yeah, right."
and he'd do a profile view of himself from like 10 feet away, sitting on a chair. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Now, here's the thing. Like, I said this the other day. It's like, well, here's the thing. Desperado Sensei and Jacanadar say a thing. Okay, Desperado Sensei, I'll believe because he's a honorable man.
Desperado Sensei.
Jacanadar, you could not believe him if his tongue was notarized by the president himself. Okay, like no, you wouldn't. No.
So I don't even put Hans in that realm. Like Hans is actually somewhat smart, or not somewhat smart. He's very much smart. He knows what he knows. Like I get it, but his argument on that day was just not good. It was just it was in the realm of whatever that guy's name was, Jacanadar.
Yeah. Now I'll never forget, guys. I was taking up a pretty boomer opinion on the day that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. And unfortunately, I have ultimately been vindicated about that. About guys, TikTok is a Chinese spy app, and we probably shouldn't have it anymore. And like, Phil, you dumb boomer, you stupid boomer, fuck, you don't know what you're talking about. Then it turns out, okay, yeah, China is actually a spy app that's actually trying to find ways to manipulate your children's happiness, sadness, their ability to reproduce, or their desire to reproduce. Yeah, and look at what I got there. Bible verses. I'm trying to counteract Satan whatever way I can. So, but no. Oh, yeah. So TikTok is
That
a
was
terrible
funny
app.
because I was the one that quit TikTok.
Yeah.
Phil joined TikTok.
Yeah.
I will not download that app ever again or sign into it. Like, I'm all anti TikTok. And Phil's all fucking like, I'm gonna meet them where they are. Like he's doing the whole Vivek thing. And like Tony shits on Vivek, and I catch shit for not being on TikTok. Fuck you all. Okay.
I'm doing the Vivek. Wow. Well, Vivek's one smart motherfucker, so he's following Phil KOE, so that's why. That's why. But no, like so. But then I'm getting cornered by like 8 guys. It's like, Phil, you boomer, and your stupid TikTok. And
Whoa, do you need gay watchers to step in?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg passes away, and like the whole argument just stops. And we're like, well, fuck. Now the world's different. And that's literally what changed everything.
Swam gay.
What's a swam gay?
We know.
Oh God Almighty! So
we got to wrap this up within the next 9 minutes so we can post this motherfucker
Closing
without
thoughts
edits.
and all that, so we can
Brendan,
Brendan, tell us how tonight went. What are your real feelings?
Oh my God.
Let's talk about
fantastic. I feel so happy that Phil is now my Gay Watcher sponsor. Thank you, Phil, for really volunteering for that.
What?
Shh. It's not your time right. Shh. I love you, Phil. Thank you. Not that I want to put your dick in my hand. That's not what's happening right here. I can't even say this.
Thank God.
Just got gay.
You got gayed. You got gayed, Phil. I think it went well. We had a good time. Raphael Maddow really came out swinging. The Brzezinski's really put a good foot forward. Feel like it was a good time. It's a good time.
Surprisingly.
Shit.
Joey?
Minutes.
We better get Joey in here. We got to say, Joe.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to say it's so great to hear that MSNBC thinks I'm the crispest, cleanest cut of the rug since this side of the Mississippi or that side of the Mississippi or this side of the Missouri, clear as a cat's asshole and, never been more intuitive, intrusive, sharp as a thimble.
Joe, I know you share names, but can you help Joe Scarborough?
Joe
Scar what now?
Can you help Joe Scarborough?
Help him what?
Well, help him be less gay.
Okay, so what you got to do is you got to go down to the old truck stop off I-95. You're going to go into the women's room. You're going to go into the third stall on the left. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. Third stall on the left. You're going to go in there. You're going to stick your crank in the shaft. Okay, like you're going to pull it out. All right, you're going to do it like this.
Okay, this is censored, obviously.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Obviously censored.
All right.
Oh my God, Joe! What the fuck? Oh God, dear God, what are you doing? Oh, where'd Phil go? Oh no. Oh, okay. Phil's okay. I thought Phil was there with him. Oh dear God, I was worried.
No. I Jesus, I would. Tony, you missed it again.
Yeah. Anyway, Tony,
like He-Man and Adam. Well,
I don't. Phil, go ahead. Tell us your thoughts on the night. We'll wrap this up.
Well, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said,
Thank you for joining us here this fine evening here on Big Buckin' Empire, where we covered all kinds of crazy shit this evening. And we have also determined that once again, Phil KOE is correct. I was correct about COVID needing to be treated like a more severe flu. I was correct in January 2021 when I said the Republican primary is already over and its nominee will be Donald J. Trump. I was right then, I'm right now, and we will be right into the future in 2024 when you cast your ballot for the campaign of extreme, folks. I hope all of you make it this November to your ballot box. Happy, healthy, much the wiser, and ready to cast your ballot for Phil KOE. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. God bless every last one of you. Raise a glass to yourselves. Big Buckin' Empire episode 203. God bless every last one of you. Tony G, take it away.
The one thing Phil wasn't right about was he didn't get 8 out of 9 correct on AEW Revolution this past Sunday, which I did. Tony fucking G to become a 16-time world champion. Chicken, close us out.
You're 16 time now. You were 15 earlier.
That's what I said. 16.
He said
okay.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. I appreciate you all. This whole show was kind of gay.
Jesus,
thank you.
Blurry.
And your internet.
Am I?
Let's get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, it's time to end the show. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Oh my God. Appreciate you. Love you. Bye. This is gay. Good night, folks.
And see if it just smooths itself out.
Tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let your guns